A Star is Born is a movie that stars Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga. Now, upon researching this movie, I found that this is a remake. In fact, it's been remade 4 times. Once in 1937, 1954, and 1976. But you know what? I'm here today to talk to you about the Lady Gaga version, and I do call it the Lady Gaga version because as much as Bradley Cooper stars in this and directed this, I'm really much more interested in seeing Lady Gaga. I mean, I know that she can sing, and watching from her music videos, I can tell that she can put on a performance. So seeing what she can do on the big screen is very, very intriguing to me. Looking at the Rotten Tomatoes score and all the buzz going into it, I guess the critics and the fan score is pretty much similar. It's right in the high 80s, 90s area. So that's the buzz going into the movie. I'm excited. I hear good things about the music, and here we go. Okay, so I just got out of the theater, and here is my initial response. It's surprisingly good at points. The acting from Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga is top notch. They both were standouts. The music is the best part of this film. But Lady Gaga was really good. And yeah, Bradley Cooper, he was doing something with his voice. He was just able to dial into something different. He transformed in this. But as far as the movie is overall, it's not a feel-good movie. So I do kind of feel like a little deflated after watching this. My hype is not bursting out of the seams going, yeah, that was a one of the best movies of the year. No, it's not. It's one of those pictures where you watch it once and it's kind of like, do I need to watch it again? And that's a bummer. That's a bummer because the music in this is good enough that, well, I do want to listen to the soundtrack again, but the whole atmosphere of it and its overall message of what was happening in it is just kind of like, oh. Now I will watch it again, and I will, have some time to think about and process it, because I definitely need to do that before I give you my score. I don't feel blown away by it, and that's a bummer. I wanted to feel blown away by it, and maybe that's my fault. I don't know, but yeah, that's my initial response after coming out of it. It was a bit long. Yeah, it was long, and I wish they could have cut maybe about 20 minutes or so out of it. I don't know. We'll see. Let me think about it, and we'll get on to my final thoughts. Okay, guys, now that I've had a night to sleep on it, I have to admit, I can't get the song Shallow out of my head. I downloaded that immediately. I can't play it for you, but yeah, for copyright reasons. Breaking this movie down on its technical merits, the cinematography is good. The score and soundtrack is truly the highlight. Coupled with 2 great acting performances, that's 4 points right there. So let's see where the score will ultimately land. It's the direction, story, and watchability that will settle the final score, so let's break it down one by one. The direction. We know the technical aspects were handled well, but when it came to the execution of the story, that's where I am going to dock it points. As I said, in my immediate reaction, I felt like it could have been tightened up just a little bit more because the story felt jarring at places. Like we're in the desert in one scene, and then all of a sudden we're punching Sam Elliott just to get some exposition delivered in a jagged way. And that goes to the story. That Bradley Cooper's character is an alcoholic and a drug addict at the beginning, which isn't a spoiler because you see that in the trailers. But he doesn't really struggle with it. He just is that way throughout the entire film? And does that make him a likable character? It's to you. I could see why Lady Gaga's character would go with him because it's her chance for the big time, and you're rooting for her. I was rooting for her. And there's a big scene towards the end that's supposed to be this big emotional payoff. And will it work for most people? I think it will. Most people will buy it, but I didn't get that emotional response. I didn't get it. And maybe it had to do with just the way that Bradley Cooper's character was. It didn't hit me as much as I wanted it to. Wrapping this all up, it's the watchability that is the question. With two great performances, great music and soundtrack, is that enough to overcome the film's pacing problems? It is. And it's worth seeing once for sure, probably twice, just to study the acting. There's the score sheet. As you can see, that's the breakdown. Overall, I gave it an 8 out of 10. I was thinking with similar types of movies like this, in tone, I was thinking of Moulin Rouge. Yeah, that movie had a downer ending, but it was so much fun to watch. I didn't feel that way after coming out of this. I do recognize it, though, for its qualities. Lady Gaga stands out, and she deserves recognition for this. I was thinking about one of the film's messages that resonated with me. And I'll paraphrase it. Everyone has something to say, but it's the manner in which you say it that makes it worthwhile for people to listen to. All right, that's it. I'm James, and you're watching Mirror Domains. If you've liked what you've seen, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe.